If you can learn to master your emotions, you can get anything you want out of life, whether that be getting the OSCP, landing that job in offensive security, or negotiating that sweet full remote work if you're already in the field, right? Now, we're living in an age of emotion in today's world, right? We live in such comfort, right? We always are just so accustomed to living an easy life. We only do things when we feel like it. But the problem is, if we do the things we've always done, we'll get the results that we've always gotten. So what can we do about this? So, hi, I'm Ryan from Elevate Security, and in this video, we're going to be covering what's perhaps one of the greatest hacks, not only to OSCP, but to anything that you want to achieve. Now, I mean, what do you really have to lose, right? If you have lived all your life doing this and you haven't really gotten the results that you wanted, then as I mentioned earlier, the saying goes, if you do what you've always done, you will get the results that you've always gotten. So what do you have to lose other than to change up your strategy and come at it from a new approach, right? Now, with the whole age of emotion type things, if you think about just how so many people are governed by their emotions. Take fitness for an example, right? That's a really easy example to follow, right? How many people do you know that they got into the gym or their diet and they were so into it and things were going great for about a week or a month or whatever, and then they just completely dropped off and they pretty much went all the way back to where they were. Maybe they lost some weight initially, got more muscular or whatever, and that all went downhill, right? They pretty much crashed and burned. Now, why is this, right? Well, I mean, you could definitely make the argument that they weren't doing something sustainable. They weren't approaching it in a way that was easy from an adherence standpoint, and that could definitely be correct. But another thing is they gave in to their emotions, right? They allowed their emotions of wanting the junk food and wanting to skip the gym and all of that stuff. They gave in to that emotion and they succumbed and they ended up, giving into that and giving up on their path, right? So one of the biggest things with being successful, following that compound effect, which I made a video way back on that. Maybe we will revisit that topic here in the near future because it's so important. It's really that important. But in this video, I really wanted to drive home, the importance of, you have to make this change, right? If you're someone who starts a lot of things and doesn't normally finish them, I mean, I'm right there with you. I've had that issue too. I mean, if you go back on this YouTube channel, you'll see when I went for OSCP back in 2018 and I did that vlog series, and I was vlogging every week until the very last week of the OSCP. I didn't even put out a video, and people were wondering, what happened to me, where I went, right? And I didn't make content at all on this channel for over a year until I came back and I started this one up, and I decided I would make a video for you guys every single day, because that's the commitment that I've made both to you guys and to myself, is to keep pumping out this content every day. A lot of times, I don't feel like making videos. To be fully transparent with you guys, right now, I don't feel like making this video. But I'm not going to let how I feel right now stop me from making the progress that I know I need to make, right? To helping you guys out as well. I'm not going to let my emotions control me to that extent. So if you want to be successful in the OSCP, or you want to be successful in, any skill, right? You have to apply the same tenacity. You have to approach this with the mindset of, I'm not always going to feel like doing this, but I'm not going to let myself be controlled by my emotions, right? I'm going to be in the driver's seat, and I'm going to be able to feel like not doing it and still do it anyways, right? That's where the real progress is made. Anyone can do the work when they feel like doing the work, and they do, right? That's not hard. What's hard is doing the work even when you don't feel like it. But you know what? That is what's going to set you apart from the other people, from all the other people going for OSCP. That's why, even though it's such a hard certification, right? And you might feel like, well, I'm not exceptionally good at this stuff. How am I going to ever get this certification? this is where this comes into play, right? Because most people, when they don't feel like studying for the OSCP, they don't feel like, grinding out the labs or whatever, they're just not going to do it. So if you are able to feel that emotion, I'm not saying don't have emotions, right? You're going to have a certain disposition to things, but, feel like not doing it, but still do it anyways, because that is where you're going to be gaining ground on all those people that give in to their emotions. And that's where you're going to, really excel and really, shoot ahead and be able to achieve anything that you want to achieve in life. If you don't feel like going to the gym, you still go to the gym. You feel like eating like that unhealthy meal, and you stick to your calories, you stick to your macros, over time, you're gonna see the results that you want in your fitness, right? All this stuff is sort of interconnected, right? So take that approach to OSCP or whatever it is you're doing and just crush it to the maximum that you possibly can. Even if you don't feel like it. Don't allow the society that tells you, to be more in tune with your emotions. I'm not saying don't have emotions, right? There's a difference between, feeling something and, being like sort of reacting to it, right? Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean you need to act upon that, right? And this discipline and this sort of stoicism in your mindset, that is what's going to lead to great success in anything that you go after. So yeah, I hope this video was of value to you guys. It's kind of a shorter one here, but I think the message is really important, and that's why you see me creating videos every single day. That's why I'm showing up for you guys here, regardless of how I feel, because at the end of the day, I'm here to provide as much value to you guys as I possibly can. But I hope in doing so, I also inspire you guys to also approach whatever you're going after with the same level of tenacity and just crush it. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this one, please give me the like on it and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you later.